So just this is going to be an exciting first match. You know, the start of top 8 losers. Both these players wanting to continue their bracket runs to make it to that crown. We're going to be going to a small battlefield for this first stage here. Not PS2 as the old reliable, but still close enough as that is.
Basically, small battlefield is the better PS2 if we...
I agree. So, yeah, starting things off, it looks like Doorstop's going to be making a run with a little bit of percent here, around 60%. Getting a good combo going with Squirtle. You know, Squirtle, big combo starter, but Falco also doing those combos.
Yeah, for sure. Both of these characters are capable of chopping it up, getting a lot of chip damages, and even Dr. Kirb taking a very early lead here. Even fall to Doorstop, not switching just in time for that Ivysaur to tank a little more damage here, and the Squirtle going to be falling to that Falco.
Yeah, that was a very early stock, unfortunately, just with Squirtle's low weight, and already taking 60%, having to switch to Charizard immediately, just having to be combo food. For Falco, Dr. Kirb is going insane with a spike trade on that Nair, not finding a kill. But this is a huge lapping percent, a great start for Dr. Kirb in the set.
Yeah, most definitely. Only 1 minute into this game, one here. Both of them trying to get to safety here. Dr. Kirb, though, in the driver's seat right now. We barely saw any gameplay of that Ivysaur here, and Doorstop just kind of throwing out Hail Marys here, trying to see what can work, but unfortunately, played around too much of this food here, and Dr. Kirb going to get another stock.
Yeah, too many flare blitzes for my liking as Doorstop is going to fall to his last stock. However, it's still doable to make this comeback right here, as Dr. Kirb sitting at 140, pretty, you know, close to death if Doorstop can find an opening here.
Yeah, I mean, Doorstop just looks like he's just getting plummeted and does not have a right approach, but unfortunately, Dr. Kirb's going to fall short there and going to be unable to recover.
Dr. Kirb opting to go into the stage, not trying to get spiked by the down air from Ivysaur, which is huge. Losing the stock, but still has a respectable lead as Doorstop is taking a hefty percent on this last stock and looking to find this game being ended soon.
Yeah, as much as I respect the Squirtle choice, we need definitely the more heavy-hitting moves here. So optimizing for that Ivysaur pick here is going to be the key for Doorstop here as he lands 2 up airs. No Vine Whip connects, but we find the back air, closing it out from Dr. Kirb with a 2-stock lead.
There was good DI from Doorstop going to the top right corner of the blast zone, but it still was not enough with just the power of the back air from Falco. So Dr. Kirb will be moving up to 1-0 in the set currently, and with a big start like that, you want to keep the momentum going for the rest of the set. So it looks like they're looking at some bans here. We might see what Doorstop thinks about either staying with the PT or going back to small battlefield, and we might just see it try to work out for one more game.
Yeah, it might have been a warm-up game or something, just to get Doorstop shake off the nerves, just kind of, you know, step in. Especially as a character shift, it is difficult to kind of change your game plan, because going from ZSS to PT, I can only imagine what the difference is between, you know, one character to 3 characters.
But you don't have flip kick either. You know, you're getting out of jail free card like you're so used to. But I mean, Pokemon Trainer does have some neat tools that ZSS likely doesn't. I think that this choice is due to just the mobility of Falco not really being too much in favor of ZSS compared to other things you can do with PT, let alone the 3 characters that you have.
Yeah.
See right here, there's a good start right here for Doorstop in the second game, similar to the what was happening at the beginning of the first game, except for the different players.
Yeah, we're just seeing the flip side now of this game too. Doorstop mounting a lot of that pressure right now. 116 on Dr. Kirb. Still in that score, though, going to be sticking with the chopping and whatnot just to rack up more percentage here, even using the Hydro Pump to get Dr. Kirb away from stage.
Yeah, and opting to stay on Squirtle the whole time instead of trying to close it out with Ivysaur is great, because that means that Doorstop doesn't have to switch back through Ivysaur and Charizard to get Squirtle again for these early percent combos. So great job using Squirtle to take out that first stock. Yeah, Dr. Kirb's trying to find an opening on the Squirtle. I mean, the movement and just mobility of Squirtle is causing some issues for Falco's combos to really get started.
We're going to be seeing the Ivysaur switch now. Looking to hopefully rack some more damage up for Dr. Kirb here. Landing a throw, but not going to be able to top it off there. And now we're going to be seeing the Charizard to take a lot of more damage for Doorstop.
But Dr. Kirb is still sitting pretty, only taking a little bit of percent. If they're able to find this kill, then that means that it's going to be a pretty even game. Doorstop wants to find this extra credit using Charizard to live as long as they can. And we're seeing that percent being built up right now. There's the back throw. Might see an early kill from that back air sweet spot, especially with the rage that Charizard has. Keeping Dr. Kirb in the corner, taking too much percent on that extra credit. 92, finally finding a kill.
Yeah, a lot of this extra credit, though, is now on Dr. Kirb's stock here as Doorstop resorts to the Squirtle and Ivysaur options here. Going to be ledge trapping Dr. Kirb, going to be putting him in that box essentially, right where he wants him right now. And again, we've seen the Charizard pick just to toughen out the second stock and get the D done, and there it is finally, the up tilt?
Yeah, that was up smash out of shield.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, it was like really fast. Okay.
A get off me tool if you're getting too
Yeah.
aggressive on that shield, and Dr. Kirb was just getting a little bit too much on that Charizard, so we're going to be seeing Doorstop once again taking the lead here, getting a lot of percent on Squirtle, which is great for them. We'll see if Dr. Kirb is able to just continue to get stuck in the corner or if he's able to find an opening.
Yeah, we've only seen so much gameplay and rhythm on this left side of the stage here. Dr. Kirb has not been able to really travel or traverse across the stage here, so this is where he's going to thrive more, where he gets that control more grounded here, and Doorstop now kind of just going back to the corner to see what Dr. Kirb's plan is.
Oh, this could
recovery.
okay. Yeah, not using the Firebird to make it back to stage, opting to just do the air dodge. But having Ivysaur and now Charizard on the field, this is very scary for Dr. Kirb if he's not able to find it, and it's going to be the sweet spot back air closing out this game for Doorstop to 1-1.
Yeah, we're just seeing a complete reversal now actually from game one because, you know, Doorstop had that 2-stock, and then Dr. Kirb had the 2-stock last game, so now we're even up all around here. Yeah.
I think the one thing that Doorstop figured out during that second game is just whenever Dr. Kirb's in the corner and off stage, the Hydro Pumps and the Water Gun from like Squirtle, either or, like,
yeah, it was like,
really,
is it Water Gun?
yeah, Water Power, Hydro Pump, same thing,
It's all the
but
same,
like,
you know what I'm talking about.
just keeping him off stage with that, having Squirtle is coming to usually be better in that situation compared to usually I see like Ivysaur used a lot for those ledge traps that Pikachu faces against. And it's forcing Dr. Kirb to use his resources a lot to try to get back to stage and force, you know, more damage just being built up. So looks like Doorstop found a little bit of rhythm here in this set now that they are in the game.
Yeah, Doorstop essentially needing to basically bully Dr. Kirb off the stage here if that's what he wants to win in this way. And Dr. Kirb is going to have to basically fight for his life here out of this corner. He can't be too pressured on it because if he stays there, then Doorstop is going to trample him over as he continues to do so.
We're seeing Doorstop really take a passive approach, not getting too close quarters with Dr. Kirb, knowing that these combos can just spell disaster in a split second, like that down tilt back air right there as Dr. Kirb finds a kill. Doorstop knows that he has to keep that space and not overextend and really know when to push to get Dr. Kirb off stage.
Yeah, Dr. Kirb now picking himself back up after that game 2 here, so we're seeing a strong lead so far, lapping up more percentage on this second Doorstop stock here. Squirtle not able to really get in right now, struggling. Even though, you know, as a slippery character, you'd think they wouldn't get hit so much, but Dr. Kirb is making it look effortless right now.
Yeah, definitely, but this is looking like a blunder, getting the wrong side of the back air and not finding a follow-up on the dare spike as well. Dr. Kirb is sitting pretty for this third game right now, and Doorstop's having a little bit of issues trying to get their openings.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of grabs come out from Dr. Kirb as well, and he's able to land those successfully with the back air follow-ups, and sometimes not so lucky, but that dare spike will be sending Doorstop now to his last stock here.
Yeah, I mean, these games have just been back and forth, hard favoring one player. I mean, game 1, 3, it's been Dr. Kirb. Game 2 is Doorstop. So it's just very volatile of who gets that lead, where it's really important to just keep that momentum as soon as you get it. Ooh, not dying to the dash attack either. Dr. Kirb barely hanging on, but getting caught in an up smash instead.
Yeah, right underneath that platform. Doorstop gonna clutch out that first stock. Gonna take a deep breath here, relax a little bit, not approach Falco. You know, Dr. Kirb's got like the hot hands. He's just ready to approach right now.
Yeah, Dr. Kirb not trying to force anything as Doorstop is having issues getting back on stage, getting caught by the illusion and getting really pushed off stage, losing those resources, having to take some extra damage from Blast Burn, or Flare Blitz, excuse me. And just, this is not a good spot for Doorstop as the trade with a forward smash.
Yeah, forward smash, yeah. Very strong lead this time from Dr. Kirb in the first game around. Honestly, we saw less percentage taken there and a quick turnaround from game 2 as well.
It's really about getting that like neutral win and just pushing your advantage. And it seems like the player that's been like doing well or winning these games back and forth has been winning the neutral a lot in that game, which obviously that makes sense. But like it just snowballs more and more because it just feels like they keep getting those openings. It's not like they're sharing openings of neutral back and forth and it's staying like even throughout. It's like one person each game just gets neutral every single time.
Yeah.
seeing here what they're going. I mean, this is the last game that Dr. Kirb needs to win in order to make it further in losers, and we're seeing the switch to ZSS for Doorstop.
We'll see what the matchup like is this time around. Hopefully, Doorstop is able to figure out the missing puzzle piece here, putting it all together for Town and City this time around. So optimizing for that longer stage, and I would imagine ZSS thrives here, as we already see Doorstop trying to take Dr. Kirb on a trip here.
Yeah, I figured that there was the character change because of the stage. Just because ZSS can kill off the side a little bit more, doesn't really kill off the top. But you also have to worry about Falco also killing off the side really early from any of his aerials, as well as just big hits like that.
Actually.
Yeah, kind of off the top a little bit. Doorstop
a little bit.
Going strong in this game 4 right here. Like we said, you know, winning these neutral games, or neutrals back and forth. There's tons of extra credit on the field for Doorstop right now.
Yeah, we're seeing a completely different version of Doorstop right now. Nonetheless, of the character change, looks more level-headed right now. Dr. Kirb, you know, not too far behind, manages to get a dare, but no stock taken.
Yeah, not even getting the death because of the missed tech. But we're seeing here, yeah, Doorstop really playing passive, but now that they're playing ZSS, they have a lot more of that mobility to play around with, where they don't have to be stuck as one of the other two characters of PT with that flip kick spike.
Yeah, you were definitely right. Doorstop did not have flip kick the last previous games here, but now that he has it, it's a completely different story.
Flip kick is a move. It is a get out of jail free card, and Doorstop knows that going up 3-1 in stock count for this game 4. Dr. Kirb needs to find an answer against this new character that he's fighting. Otherwise, it's going to be curtains.
Yeah, just frantically panicking, trying to resort back to the stage, manages to find another dare spike, sending down Doorstop, but again, gotta make his way through these next 2 stocks.
Especially against ZSS, where one footstool or any kind of like barrier will just be an uppy right next to the ledge, but it will be the chase back air that pushes this to a game 5 for Doorstop's favor.
Yeah. And as you mentioned, Gamma, we're just going to see a lot of back and forth momentum here, as both of these players are just tuned in and very, like, with hot hands. Like, they are warmed up for this set.
They're just going back and forth, but what's going to be really the decider is whoever gets this momentum during Game 5. It's been being passed back and forth like hot potato.
Yeah.
And just, it all depends on this last game, and just keeps mattering. This is only the first round of losers, so if this keeps happening throughout it, like, you got to be ready for anything.
Yeah, that's how you know this top 8 is fired. We've got so many games to get through here, and this is going to be our first game 5 as well, entering the top 8 territory. So we're going to be switching to Kalos.
Falco keeps calling it fire because he's just using his up B. He says it every time, so. But with the stage change, a lot of open space above Kalos where you can't really mix up ZSS landings just with that open in space. So I do see this as a good pick for Dr. Kirb, but it all depends on who wins these neutrals as we move into our Game 5, a heated first set of top 8. Right, yeah, we're seeing both players, I mean, just playing that kind of waiting game, not wanting to overextend too much. It looks like Dr. Kirb will be the one making first blood here with a good 54% to start and rising, barely taking a little bit of chip damage from Doorstop.
Yeah, now it's going to be Doorstop's turn to turn this around in his favor. Only 30%, holding on to that 70%. Not looking too good right now. Dr. Kirb trying to make this fast.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you want it over as soon as you can. You want to save your energy and, like, mental state for other sets. So you want to end it as fast as you can. Doorstop looking to end that stock as fast as he can with a flip kick, not getting the spike hitbox, though.
Yeah, not quite the sweet spot just yet, but these characters are technically above that kill percent, honestly. Anything will probably do it, given that they are so connected with their combos and their tricks up their sleeves, as we see Doorstop trying to get a stun, but the up smash from Dr. Kirb right under that platform is going to take the first stock now.
Yeah, barely off the top of Kalos, very surprising to see, but Doorstop is not out of this if he's able to find this kill right here. It just all depends if Dr. Kirb can hold firm throughout this Game 5.
Yeah, he's holding a lot of stage right now, resorting back to that center stage there, but now we're seeing a flip side where, you know, Dr. Kirb is getting a little trapped, but able to find a way out with a back air into the wall of the stage here, really trying to put an end to the second stock.
Yeah, if that up tilt had connected, we could have absolutely seen a back air come out from Dr. Kirb here. Doorstop accidentally doing a side B on the stock platform, and is going to be eating another stock for that. Dr. Kirb 1 stock away from moving on in loser's side of the works.
Yeah, this is not looking good right now for Doorstop, needing a way out here, barely making it out with those wall jumps and the flip kick as well. Gotta play it safe though, but there we go. Finally gonna take a stock off the board here. Dr. Kirb still 2 stocks to play with.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you have a little bit of wiggle room here, but like you said, you got to be playing safe, but also taking those risks to end out this game. Doorstop knows that he is in the hot seat right now, having to find an answer as Dr. Kirb continues these combos, getting Doorstop to about kill percent with a whole 2 stocks to spare.
Yeah, we've already seen what Dr. Kirb is capable of at this percentage. At any rate, this could be the stock. Back air is going to take it. 3-2 over Doorstop.
And a very energetic pop-off. Yeah, I mean, Dr. Kirb is feeling it right now, getting a great Game 5 showing and moving forward in bracket. Doorstop had a great showing. I mean, those games 2 and 4 were excellent, but it was just not enough, unfortunately. But